Hi there. Welcome back to 7 Saturdays to a Fire-Resistant Home. I'm your host, Alicia Mason. Each week, we've been talking about how to prepare your home and family before wildfire season. In previous episodes, we've gone over creating defensible space and hardening your home to make your property more fire resilient. Today, we're talking about making an emergency plan. First, we'll show you how to build an evacuation plan to leave your community should a wildfire strike. Next, we'll assemble emergency kits to grab in a moment's notice. And finally, we'll show you how to sign up for alerts to help you get the information you need in an emergency. To help us out today, I'm happy to welcome back our expert, former CAL FIRE Butte Unit Chief and Senior Public Safety Specialist at PG&E, David Hawks.
Thanks for having me back, Alicia.
Now, David, I'll be totally honest with you. The idea of creating an escape plan makes me a little nervous. It's intimidating to think about evacuating with my family.
That's totally understandable, Alicia, but going over these steps will take some of the uncertainty out of the equation.
Great. So what's the first step?
You should start by making sure that you have an escape route to get out of your house, as well as get it out of your community, as quickly and safely as possible.
We're familiar with our home exits, but what do we need to know about evacuating our community?
Making a detailed plan can make all the difference in an emergency. Wildfires can spread very quickly, and it's possible that you'll have little to no warning of an evacuation. That's why it's so important to map out a plan to exit your neighborhood as well as your community. Some communities have designated evacuation plans to help guide you. Check with local public safety officials. It's a good idea to practice evacuating every few months during both day and night.
Okay, well, I know my roads in my community, but what are the steps to making sure my evacuation routes are mapped out correctly?
I'm glad you asked. Ideally, you should have 2 evacuation routes out of your neighborhood as well as out of your community, in case one is cut off by fire. And check to see if your community has any designated public assembly points.
What are some examples of common public assembly points?
Churches, schools, other spots that are large enough to give people shelter during a wildfire. These are often barriers like large parking lots which resist fires.
So now we know why it's so important to create a plan in advance.
Yes, practice makes perfect. This is especially important for children and pets.
So we just learned about evacuating. When it's time to go, what do I need to make sure we bring with us?
Every family should have an emergency kit or go bag with critical items for every member of your household, including pets.
What are the essential items every emergency kit should have?
Let's start with people. You should pack sufficient supplies for 72 hours. That means water, non-perishable food, flashlights with batteries, clothing, critical medications, important documents, and cash.
What about your furrier family friends, our pets? What do they need?
Pets should have their own go bag with 72 hours worth of food, water, medicine, medical records, leash with sanitation wipes, pet toys, and a picture of you with your pet in the event that you are separated. Keep pet carriers, leashes, and emergency kits close to exits so that you can easily grab them on your way out. You can go to safetyactioncenter.pge.com and download your emergency kit checklist and learn more preparedness tips.
Creating an emergency kit sounds actually pretty easy.
Exactly, Alicia.
It feels good to have a plan, David. So what's our third and final task for this episode?
The last thing we are learning today is how to sign up for emergency alert and warnings.
Where should folks go to sign up for emergency alerts?
Most local law enforcement agencies utilize alerts and warning software to alert residents via phone, cell phone, text, and/or email. Check with your local law enforcement agency to learn how to sign up for alerts. PG&E also has their own alert system that lets you know if there is a public safety power shutoff in your area. So make sure that you're signed up to receive notifications at pge.com/mywildfirealerts.
Now that I know exactly how to prepare for an evacuation to keep my family safe, I do actually feel a lot better.
I thought you might, Alicia. Next week, we're going to talk about how gardening can help make your home more fire resilient.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Well, thanks for joining us for 7 Saturdays to a fire-resistant home. We'll see you next week. Be sure to share what you learned today with family, friends, and other people you know living in fire-prone areas. If you want to catch up on our previous episodes, go to safetyactioncenter.pge.com to learn more preparedness tips.